I wanted to talk about these new fat Vans. You guys seen the new fat Vans? I'm sure you have, because you all have TikTok. I know you do. And let me see this thingy. Hold on. Just don't even worry about it if you're listening to this right now. I'm barely even struggling visually, but it definitely won't come up on the audio. These are the big fat Vans. I mean, if you haven't seen the big fat Vans, they're freaking... Honestly, I'm starting to think that their whole TikTok campaign was probably just something along the lines of, let's say that
it's getting so annoying hearing people talk about these shoes.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't hear anybody talk about them until I started hearing people talking about them, which is, maybe I'm just not tapped in. Maybe I'm just not a shoe guy, a sneaker head. You know the vibes. I don't. So you understand what I'm saying. The same thing with Rick Owens, dude. They have Rick Owens syndrome. I don't even know who that is. I'm assuming it's a man, but it's also a brand and a company that is apparently ruined by the TikTok kids. I just don't know. I just know you guys complain about it so much. I just think it's funny that I wouldn't even know that these things existed if it wasn't for gatekeeping. It's like you're teaching me the ways, but also condescending to me at the same time. Learn me harder, daddy. And now I'm gonna complain about you, little guy down there. Yeah, down the totem pole of bitchery and mild annoyance. So, good luck casting your pod down there, little fella. Speaking of podcasts, dude, Lonniedos Vibecast is now available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, because I freaking figured out how to do that. It wasn't even that hard, dude. It wasn't even that hard. But thank you for telling me I'm a good boy and did a good job anyway. Appreciate that, buddy. Good looks. I keep forgetting what I'm even talking about. So, about these big fat Vans that are conspired against us to make them think that they were talked about before they were. I'm on to you, Etnies, or whoever is responsible. Who owns Vans? What is that company actually called? They own like Supreme and Wrangler and owns Vans. Dude, first fact check of the podcast ever. It's called VF Corporation or VF Outdoor. Interesting. Not really. Gonna forget again. But dude, if you haven't seen these shoes miraculously, good on you, but you're probably 45, like me. The Lonniedos Vibecast is an entertainment show for 45 and up. They're basically just like the big fat skate shoes that people wore like when I was in middle school, so I guess like a long time ago, longer than I'd like to think about. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't really understand it in terms of like why they ever existed. Because they look comfy, and they are comfy, let me tell you. And dude, the first time I laid my eyes on some big white audio, I know some people are so into shoes. I don't even freaking know what any of the shoe silhouettes are called, dude. But freaking the audio ones, the big fat, I mean, I feel like they all looked the same. Like DC, Etnies, Audios, all of them. They were just like, you just took a skate shoe and made it humongous. Just pumped a gigantic amount of compressed air into it, and they had a big flappy tongue. I don't really know how you skateboard in it is what I was trying to get at. Like, how did that ever make sense? Like, it just kind of seems like, if anything, it would protect you from incoming skateboards, which is ironically not what you want. I think you would want some board control. Little buzzword you pick up when you hang out around athletes as much as me. Out there in the sports biz, athleticism, brushing their hair and such. The sweaty skaters. You know the vibes. But I mean, I always did really like the way they looked, albeit I had no swag as a 6th grader. I did like the thing with my hair where you just spike the bangs up with gel, and then I didn't gel the rest of it, so it just looked normal, I guess. Like just hair. So the consistency was not there. There was 2 consistencies, therefore none. But yeah, anyway, this isn't about me and my cool hair, puka shell necklaces, or any sort of fashion choices, but I don't know, dude. These shoes are pretty tight. And by tight, I mean comfy, but also pillowy. And, I buy like 1 pair of shoes every 6 years, so I probably will not be investing in any anytime soon, but I look forward to finding out more of what people used to be into through gatekeeping and the grapevine. I'm pissing and coming and shitting. Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Please leave a review, like, comment, and subscribe.